It is now 2 months since heavy drought broke out in Kasese district. This has caused disappearance of the pasture in which leaving nothing for the cattle to feed on.
A simple tally made indicates that over 470 cows have so far died in the past 2 weeks.
The Deputy Resident District Commissioner for the Kasese district in charge of Bukozo County West, Lieutenant Mate Magara, who visited the most hit areas, acknowledged the scarcity of the water majorly in Nyakatonze sub-county where cattle keepers are dominantly staying.
Now this gives us another challenge, the temptation by pastoralists, for example, to want to go to water the cows from Lake Edward, which is only 4 kilometers from where we are standing now. But the part through which they would have to go is the national park. Now, that is rather challenging because access to the national park area would require authorization by UWA, and that one so far is not one of the most immediate options we have.
The cattle keepers in this area say that since the drought hit their area, production of milk has gone down, making life hard since most of them depend on cattle for their living.
Droughts, it has spent like six months and our animals are dying. So the animals, since it's the main source of income for the cattle keepers, so the community or the people around, even they don't have future. They don't have future because the animal, they use their animals to take their children at school. That's where they get school fees. That's where they get the food. That's where they get each and everything.
They say the situation has forced them to look for water in a distance of over 6 kilometers, and it has affected the cattle, which tend to die on the way.
The animals are moving like 7 kilometers from in our community to Nyamugasani. We have a river, Nyamugasani, it is 7 kilometers. So, but the animals cannot go there due to lack of pasture. They are down. People are taking them. People are taking them, and we are lacking pasture in the community.
These have called upon the Ministry of Agriculture to intervene before the situation goes to worse.
In the community, people, they don't have the same numbers of animals. There are those who have like 20. There are those who have 50. But at this time, like the person who was having like 20 animals, who was getting a jerrycan, 20 liters of jerrycan, at this time is getting like 5 liters. So there is no production at all because the animal, there is no pasture, there is no water.
The Vice Chairperson for Kasese District Ham, Natuheri, noted that as the district they are doing what is possible to ensure that the water supply reaches the affected areas to save the lives of the people and their cattle.
Since we are having an issue with Kanyampara Water Channel, we have the users. There is Munkunyu, there is Nyakatonze and Chinyamaseke Town Council. There are also cultivators who want to also irrigate their crops. So people have been fighting over this channel. So as government, we have advised the ministry to get us some funds and see how best we can either tap water from Nyamugasani or have a solar powered well from those valley tanks. If we can now pump water from underground to be put in the valley tanks, maybe it can serve.
In the response to the challenges of the scarcity of the water, the Deputy RDC Lieutenant Mate said that the stream which has been connecting water to the valley tanks that were put by the government to supply water to the cattle keepers was blocked by the engineers who are working on the bridge. But he gave the words of hope that the blocked water channel from Nyakawara stream will be unblocked before the end of the day. He added that the intervention for a long-term solution will be put in place by adopting a solar-powered system that can pump water to the valley tanks.
The options we have as of now is to assure passage of water through the channel beginning today to these valley tanks.
It is believed that over 400 cows have died in the period of 2 weeks, putting the cattle keepers in dilemma as they hope to save the rest. Story compiled by Gilbert Muhanguzi for Church of Uganda Family TV, News at 8.